Evening all. For those who don't know, I'm Gemma, co-founder of Ghost Seekers Wales and one of the lead investigators. As requested, I am live again, as you can see, seeing as the last one went so well. And obviously this is an opportunity for you all to get to know us a bit better and for you all to give us your ideas and suggestions, which is obviously good for us because then we get to know what you guys want and you get to ask us questions and you get to see what we're all about. First of all, I do have a few orders of Alison, so I'm going to quickly run through our events with you first before you do fire away with questions. Going to start with our public events first. First one is Margam, next Saturday, 30th September. We do have 2 spaces available for this due to cancellations. So anyone wanting to book those 2 spaces, all details can be found on our website. Unfortunately, the deposit option is no longer available because payment in full was due last week. That doesn't mean there is no non-refundable deposit, it just means that it does have to be paid in full now, unfortunately. Our next one then is our Halloween special at Cardiff Mansion on 28th of October. That one is sold out, unfortunately, and with it being Halloween and a popular location, it's sold out quite quickly, unfortunately. And then after that, we have our Craigenoise Castle sleepover on the 6th of January. That is a more expensive one, unfortunately, due to higher costs. It is £75 per person with a £30 non-refundable deposit, but that does include an evening meal and bread and breakfast. There's only a handful of spaces left for that, so if you do want to book, get in quickly, guys, before it fills up. We then have Drakelow Tunnels on the 20th of January. The Ancient Ramin on the 10th of March. We do have a raffle on the page running for that, where you can win 2 free tickets to it. So if you do want to enter our raffle, just pop along to our page and look at the details and let us know. We then have Skirridin on the 5th of May. And again on the 15th of September next year. That includes a 2-course meal as well. Right, now I'm going to mention our team-only events. We have Manor House coming up on the 6th of October. We then have Drakelow Tunnels on the 21st of October. We also have Gloucester Prison on the 25th of November with Spirit Team. Do check those out, guys. They're a fab team. We went along to Shepton Mallet Prison with them not so long ago and they're awesome. We have 30 Strive on the 24th of March. And we haven't mentioned this before, but we can now announce that we will be doing the Jamaica Inn on the 6th of October next year with, I think it's Essex Paranormal Investigations. I do hope I've got that right, guys. And I want to give a big shout out to Barbara from there. I'm sorry if I don't know who the rest of the team is. And also a big shout out to Corinne and Colin as well, the Jamaica Inn investigation team, who will be there helping out at that. Also, we do offer psychic readings at specific events, which are an additional £10 for those. The full list of events that they're available at are on our page, so do check those out. And that's a full list of our upcoming events. Obviously, we'll be booking most, so keep an eye on the page. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, oh, there we go. Barbara's the one I just mentioned for on Wessex Paranormal Investigations. Just let me know now. It's her and Martin who will be attending from Wessex Paranormal Investigations at the Jamaica Inn with us. Right then. What else? Sorry, guys. Just checking my notepads just to make sure I haven't left anything out. Nope, nothing as far as I'm aware. Right, gonna give you a little bit of how each of us got into the paranormal now, because I didn't really go right into details last time. Tell you about me first, and then I'll just go through each team member. I experienced things that I couldn't explain growing up. I felt a little confused and uneasy with it to begin with, and I didn't know how to explain this, so I sort of pushed it to the back of my head, anything that I couldn't explain. And then obviously I met Aaron, and he opened me up to it and opened me up to things that I'd never have considered before. He introduced me to his local spiritualist church and helped me develop my gift, really. And I've since become co-founder of Go Seekers Wales, obviously, and my role in that is customer relations manager. I take customer bookings, I deal with advertisement, and I'm one of the lead investigators on the events. I run all the social media platforms, and with the support of my team members, I have become much more confident in myself. But the one thing I do find difficult sometimes is the fact that I am empathic, so I do tend to feel a lot of emotions, so that can be quite overwhelming. You're welcome, Barbara. Yeah, we're looking forward to it as well. So that's me and how I got into it. Next is Alison. She's always had a keen interest in the paranormal, having experienced some unexplainable occurrences over the years, including strange experiences in her home. After becoming a member of the team, she quickly became the events manager, so she takes bookings, the hiring of places, and she deals with team meetings and the overall running of the team, basically. Hence why we call her the boss. But yeah, she's become noticeably more open in the past year, definitely. And describing herself as a sensitive, she is very keen to take it further. But that's Alison. Next is Aaron. He was born with the ability. He's grown up with it, experienced things all his life. He was quite fearful of it when he was younger, didn't know what to make of it, but as he grew older, he accepted that it was part of who he was and accepted that he has a gift. He decided to go to his local spiritualist church to develop his gift further, and after that he then joined another group where he became their psychic medium before taking the huge step of setting up Go Seekers Wales. For those of you who don't know, Emma is our historian. She was the first member to join Go Seekers Wales. She's experienced a lot throughout her life. She went down the path of studying the historical and mythological side of things, and obviously that's come in quite handy. And being a pagan, she can offer a different point of view, which is very unique, obviously. Hi Martin, yeah, really looking forward to meeting you. Yeah, Aaron's Alison's baby, of course. We've got Kai then. He's our tech geek. He's got a keen interest in the paranormal field. Obviously, he's got a different point of view. He's more technical than the rest of us. He uses all his technical gadgets and tries to debunk anything. I personally actually think Kai is quite empathic, and for those of you who did watch our live feeds at our secret location, he did get quite emotional with certain energies that came through and communicated with us. And it's not the first time, so I personally think he is empathic. We also have Baz then, Kai's dad, who's experienced things right through his life. He's developed his gift over the years, and he's used it to help others, and has worked alongside many experienced psychic mediums, including, and for those of you who don't know, Natalie Churchill. He has worked on stage with her before, and he's now one of Go Seekers Wales' psychic mediums. He's a great asset to the team, and he brings a lot of experience and knowledge. So there we go, guys. That's the whole team and how we got into the paranormal. Just looking through in case I've missed any comments. Martin saying he loves the Welsh accent. Believe it or not, when I went off to uni a couple of years back, there was a couple of people from Wales there at uni with me, but apparently I was the Welshest sounding person there, so they used to wind me up about my Welsh accent all the time. Martin saying probably why he married 2 Welsh women. Alison saying he's a greedy man. I do love the banter in the chat. It's always funny. Barbara saying all at the same time. You guys are so funny. But thanks. I do love the banter because I was really nervous doing it this last time, and fair play, you guys all put me at ease because, like I said on my previous live, this isn't something I do usually. Yes, I do the lives on investigations, but I never put it on my face usually, so I don't mind so much. I'm usually behind the camera, so this is all new to me, and no, I really enjoyed it, hence why I'm doing it again, obviously. Just want to mention our lone vigil that we got coming up in Margam as well. As I said on my previous live, Alison was the last one chosen. I'm doing it this Margam with 30 votes, so no getting out of that one, but no, I am looking forward to it, and we are planning on me going live during my lone vigil this time, so that'll be a new thing for us, and it'll be awesome because you guys will be able to see and hear what I experience, and that'll be great. Can't wait. We've got Margam Castle next Saturday, Martin, at, well, in Neath Talbot. Thanks, Barbara. Martin says he's looking for number 3. But yeah, really looking forward to my lone vigil. Like I said, never done it live before. No, I don't know what room they plan on putting me in. Knowing my luck, they'll find the creepiest one there. Alison had an interesting one last time. She was in there over half hour, and she only thought she was in there 5 minutes. When we went in to see her, to see how she was getting on, and to end the session, she was wondering why we went in there, not realising how long she'd been in there, and she argued black and blue with us that she'd only been in there 5 minutes till we showed her the time. So, just checking the comments again. You are funny, guys. I love reading the comments. But yeah, so there we go. That's what we're up to next weekend. Any questions for me, do throw them at me, guys. I loved the questions last week. You guys were awesome last week. I answered a number of questions. I am aware, after looking back through it, that I missed a few comments. It is a bit awkward to keep track of everyone who's commenting, because obviously when you're on live, only the odd question you're in there pops up at a time, and you've got to keep scrolling through to see it all, so you do tend to miss a lot. So I am sorry if I did miss anyone last time. Martin, I drive in South Wales most days. I know Neath and Talbot, Swansea, Cardiff, Carmarthen. Oh, so you know the South Wales area pretty well then, Martin. But yeah, any questions, guys, just throw them at me. We threw in a few myths and legends last time. What I'll do, if I check our Facebook page now to see what people requested, perhaps I can start mentioning some of those. Okay, top of the list was favourite piece of equipment and why. For me personally, I'd say my favourite piece of equipment would probably have to be the portal. I know a lot of people aren't sure what that is, so I'll just explain about it now. Basically, I'm sure you guys have heard of the spirit box. The portal works more or less exactly the same way as a spirit box, except it uses an app that cuts out all the white noise. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe in pieces of equipment that use apps, but this isn't a piece of equipment that you actually put words into it. the app is simply just to cut out the white noise, so we don't put any words into it. We just connect it up to the little mini laptop we have, and then obviously we turn the little knobs, or whatever you call them, to the right settings so you can hear it clearly. Obviously you can fiddle about with them, sometimes it's not as clear, other times it is. And then it works exactly like a spirit box, but without the white noise. And the spirits we've had speaking through there is amazing. The first time we heard it, it was mind-blowing because it's so clear, and sometimes it sounds as though they stood right beside you speaking to you. We've had different accents on there. We've had people speaking Welsh, speaking French, German. So that's an awesome piece of equipment. We love it. Hi Shane. Martin said he could listen to me all day. Thanks, Martin. Let's check it again, see what was next voted for that you'd like me to talk about. An interesting one. Well, interesting for me. Haunted dolls and haunted objects. Now, another one that's been hyped up a lot. A lot of people, again, don't believe in haunted dolls or objects. Now, I personally don't think the dolls or the objects are actually haunted. My personal belief is that when a spirit has died, for some reason, they've just attached themselves to that doll or object. So the object or the doll isn't actually haunted, it's just an attachment. Like with people, a lot of you here are part of the paranormal field, so you will understand what I'm saying, where spirits do sometimes attach to locations or to people. Well, I believe it's the same with haunted dolls and objects. It's not a haunting, it's an attachment. And we do actually have 6 haunted dolls on our team. I have 2 myself, Alison has 2, and Emma has 2. And the lady we had them from, what she does, she basically, it's her business, that's what she does. She sells haunted dolls. She's had a lot of these dolls all her life, and she sends them to good homes. She won't just send them to anybody. And she got them up on her page, and she asks people to go to the picture of the doll that you were drawn to, and only after you've chosen the one you're drawn to, then she reveals a bit about them. And well, it was shocking when we chose ours. So, like I said, we were drawn to them, so obviously we chose them. And then, like mine, for example, I can relate to everything that was said about the 2 that I picked, so that was amazing for me. But like I said, I don't personally believe they're haunted, they're just attachments. Do we prefer old-fashioned or modern methods? Me personally, I prefer old-fashioned. I like the more natural techniques. We do use a bit of technology, obviously. That's obviously so that we use a variety of things to cater for everyone, and obviously we like to make sure that we cover what everyone likes on our events, because our events aren't about us, obviously it's about our members of public. But I do personally prefer old-fashioned methods. Martin doesn't trust haunted dolls. No, there we go, Martin agrees with me. Would you care to elaborate, Martin, about why you don't trust haunted dolls? Like I said, we do have 6 on the team. We've had no issues with them so far. We haven't used them a great deal, to be honest, but we do talk to them now and again, and the ones we've got, we feel the energies of them, and they have got awesome energies, the ones we've got, but obviously everyone's got different beliefs. Martin saying Wessex Paranormal Investigations use old-fashioned methods as well. So, right, so you don't trust them because you mind then, you just just get a spooky feeling from them, and see when just don't like them. It's understandable, obviously, like I said, a lot of people don't like them. Yeah, there we go, Alison saying she loves old-fashioned methods as well. So let's see, go through the list again, see if there's anything else I've been asked to talk about. Personal experiences. I did mention a few personal experiences last time. The trouble with personal experiences, it's hard to try and look back at experiences that actually stand out, and we have so many experiences obviously, and a lot of them don't tend to stand out, only the odd one or two. And I did mention my worst one on my last live. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Martin. Like I said, well, there we go. I'll give you an example. The very first haunted doll we had on our team was one of the ones Alison had. It's a little girl called Ava. If I'm right, she's about 4 or 5 years old, Alison, if I'm correct. And we found out afterwards that this little girl, the doll that she's now attached to, it was actually her doll when she was alive. So I think, me personally, I think that's a perfect example of a spirit attaching to an object. Because obviously, well, this doll, it was her favourite doll when she was alive, and she obviously then attached to it when she passed on. Mario. Don't think Aaron would be too happy about that. Hi Baz, I'm assuming that's you popping up as Ghost Seekers. Yeah guys, for anyone who's watching, if you see Ghost Seekers popping up, that's usually Baz. He's having trouble trying to work out how to pop up as himself. I did try to explain it to him the other day. Yeah, and I did tell him to check with Kai, as Kai's our tech geek and should know, but Kai, believe it or not, being our tech geek, actually didn't know this, so I knew something he didn't know. But I tried explaining it to Baz, and he didn't have a clue how to change him from Ghost Seekers to himself. Oh, no, I'm wrong this time. It's Alison. Okay, sorry. Oh, Alison's page's not working properly. Okay, guys, so if Ghost Seekers is popping up, it's Alison this time. No, of course not, Martin. I find you funny. You're amusing. Aaron would probably laugh anyway, because, well, I get a few silly messages off men sometimes, and Aaron finds it funny. Oh, no, I thought there was a new comment then. No, it's not. No problem, Madden. To Scarehausen. Hi, Richard. Yeah, we've heard of Scarehausen Call, or it was mentioned to us when we first started out, actually. I'm not sure if we're able to get in there or not. I can't remember if we checked it out or not. We'd have to double check. There we go, Aaron. If you're watching up your mum's, you're a lucky man. Apparently, yeah, according to Aaron, he deserves a medal putting up with me. Oh, there we go, Richard. That's Alison commenting, but there's Ghost Seekers. Unfortunately, we can't get in Scarehouse and Puff Call. Thanks, Martin. Favourite techniques and why? For me, personally, I do like the human pendulum. Again, a lot of people don't like it, and this has been brought up recently with a few people who have said they don't believe in it. But I personally believe that a lot of the public actually enjoy it, and I've tried it myself. When I first started going to Ghost Hunts, before we actually set up Ghost Seekers, I tried it myself, gave it a go, and it's the strangest sensation. I can't explain it, and everyone who I've come across who has experienced it has said exactly the same thing. And for those who watched our live feed of the human pendulum at our secret location would have saw the owner of the pub in the centre explaining that he couldn't move, he couldn't feel the bottom half of his body, and he felt stuck there, frozen to the spot. And he afterwards he explained that it was like tingly sensation, and he had goosebumps, and he said it was strange. He tried his hardest to move and he couldn't. So for me, I actually quite like the human pendulum. I do like other techniques as well, but obviously I enjoy most of it, but for me that is probably the strangest one. Martin asking, how important is video evidence to us and our team? Is it a big thing to you and your team? Yes, I would say it's a big deal, because not because of technology as such. Like I said, I prefer old-fashioned techniques and more natural methods, but it's great to be able to capture something and prove that you've captured it. So for me, it is a big deal in the fact that if we've captured something, we can post it as evidence and prove to people that we have actually caught it. And I'm sure the rest of the team will agree with me there. Another one I do love, and I know Alison agrees with me on this, is EVPs. I think EVPs are amazing. I know Kelly from Spirit Team mentioned this on her live feed last night, and we were commenting on her and going on about how it's awesome to pick up something and not realise you've picked up anything. You could be on an event and it might feel flat, you might not get anything, and then you go back home, you check over your EVPs and you get excited then because you've picked up things and you didn't even realise you'd picked them up, and it's awesome hearing the things on it. And again, that's proof and evidence of things you've picked up on. So again, that's a big deal for me. Let's see, checking my list again. I won't do Ouija boards unless anyone asks me to, because I did do that in my last live. Did a few myths and legends. Someone requested me to talk about the afterlife. Now, obviously I believe in the afterlife, or I wouldn't be doing this. Can obviously bring heaven and hell and those sorts of things into this. Now, me personally, I don't actually believe in heaven and hell. I'm not a religious person. My belief is that our hell is here and now on the earth, and when someone passes on, I believe that they go to the place and their time of life where they were happiest. I don't believe they move on and they, like, obviously you get some who have problems then and issues and have trouble passing on because they have, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, but where, things that they haven't dealt with yet and they still need to deal with, and obviously that prevents them from moving on properly. But I do believe most spirits actually go to the happiest period in their lives. Is it not time to feed those poor sheep? Must be cold as a whale. You are funny. Yeah, Barbara. I know we have had that question presented to us a few times, especially me and Aaron. When we first started out, there's a few people from our local area where we live, and they can't believe that we're not religious and we don't believe in God as such, or heaven and hell, saying that if we do this, you've got to believe in it. But my belief is, no, you don't have to. Everyone has different beliefs. And I'm not saying there's no God. I don't really know what to make of it. I do believe there's something out there. There's something higher than us, because obviously something created us. But I don't know what that is. Now, Aaron's belief is that it could actually, you might laugh at this, because a lot of people don't believe in it, but Aaron's belief is that it could have been aliens. He believes there's a higher life form out there, and there's a parallel universe, and they're more advanced than us, and they came back to create us. And one of my, Aaron loves conspiracy theories, and one of my conspiracy theories is that, like Aaron, that something's there. They are more advanced than us, years and years ahead of us. They've come back to create us, but we ourselves may actually be the intelligent beings, and this is just us living in the past, and there's future versions of us years ahead. I don't know what you guys think of that. Just look in and check in the comments. Martin saying there is another parallel but not necessarily religious, and his spirit guide is a Templar. Barbara saying she's pagan. Yeah, Emma's pagan as well. Shane, he's seen a man standing on top of the stairs and there is a cold spot. On top of the stairs is... you saw a man standing on top of the stairs and there's cold spot. Is that in your house or another location? Can you maybe elaborate for us, please, Shane? Martin's spirit guide, his was very pagan as his sayings and wordings. Martin believes as humans we are derived from aliens. Totally agrees with Aaron there. Not sure who Matthew is, but Barbara is saying hi to Matthew, so wherever you are, Matthew, hi there. Shane, he saw a man at the top of the stairs and there's a cold spot in his house. Awesome. Perhaps try and find out who he is, why he's there maybe. If you're into this, obviously you'll know how to communicate with him. Do you sense anything from him? Does he feel... Is it a good feeling? Or is it negative? But yeah, going back to what I was saying about Aaron's beliefs with aliens and Martin agreeing that, yeah, that's one of my conspiracy theories, is that there are future versions of us and we here and now are in the past. And me and Aaron have discussed these things at great length, believe it or not. He loves all things conspiracy and myths and legends. And we've spent a number of nights laying awake in bed discussing things like this. Shane, he's getting a good feeling. That's good then. Perhaps it's a loved one maybe coming to show themselves to you, letting you know they're there with you maybe. We get that a lot in our home. We're always getting little visitors here. We've actually got a little child spirit that attached to us at one of our events, and he followed us home, and we can't get rid of him now because he felt safe with us and he sees us as parent figures. And he's he's been with us since David was a baby, and David's now 5, he'll be 6 in Feb, so he's been with us a couple of years now, this spirit child, and he's basically grown up with David and played with him, and Dav loves playing with him. He talks to him all the time, and sometimes he comes to say hello to us. He's even come along to some of our events with us to see what we're up to. He's a very curious child. Amazing little boy. We've had some awesome messages from him at some of our events. Checking the list again. Already mentioned my favourite location on my last live. Guardian angels. Okay, yes, I do believe in guardian angels and spirit guides, as they're also called. My spirit guide, I've actually got a native Indian. He's a native Indian chief, I should say. He'll tell me off if I say it wrong. He's a great man. He's really helped me, and Aaron's the one who, like I said, who helped me along my paranormal journey and helped me open up and connect with my guide. Because to begin with, I really struggled with meditation because I've never been one to sort of close my mind off. I've always struggled to do that, and even now I still struggle, but Aaron helped me with that, and I can now meditate and connect with my spirit guide, no problem. But whereas Aaron can just shut things off like that, like a light going out, I can't. I'm completely different. I really struggle to shut things out. But yeah, I do really believe in spirit guides. Aaron, what was your spirit guide again, Aaron? Sorry guys, Aaron's here with me now. Do you want to come and talk? Tell him about yours? No? Oh, he's being shy tonight, doesn't want to come on camera. Yeah, Aaron's got a native Indian as well as a spirit guide as well. Our grandparents also play a huge role in what we do, because they often come forward and are with us, looking over us and giving us, well, advice and making sure we're on the right track. So obviously they're a great help as well. Keep referring to my list to see, don't want to miss anything out that anyone's asked for. Spirit animals, now that I find really interesting. We do have a couple of spirit animals among us on the team. I have a wolf. Alison has an owl, a snowy white owl. I can't remember what Emma's was. I can't remember what Baz's was either. They'll have to let me know. I'll have to double check with them because I can't remember. I haven't asked Kai. He might not know, because Kai, he's the tech guy and he looks at the more logical side of things. I suppose part of him is skeptical. He obviously is open, or he wouldn't do it. And like I said, I do personally believe he's empathic because he feels a lot of the emotions. But he tends to look more at the logical side of things. We all look for the logical, obviously, and try to debunk, but I'd say Kai is more skeptical than the rest of us, so you might not realise about his spirit animal there. What's your spirit animal again? There we go. Aaron's got a German Shepherd spirit animal. Barbara's saying hi to you. Come say hi, don't be rude. Even if you just pop on just to say hi.
Hello everyone.
There we go, there's Aaron. Let's see my list again. Yeah, I think exactly the same, Martin. I think it's awesome because obviously if you've got everyone on the team who's really open to it, then obviously you might think you're looking for the logical, and we do, as I'm sure all paranormal teams do, because at the end of the day you can't just assume something is paranormal. You've got to try and debunk things, you've got to rule things out. But teams that do have a skeptic, I think they've got more of an insight then, because obviously that person looks deeper into things and they have ways of looking at things that others may not. They have a different point of view then. Martin loves your beard, but your mum's telling you need a shave. And the last thing asked for on my list is reincarnation. Now this I find fascinating. Aaron is a strong believer of reincarnation. He believes that we do come back as something else, and that we do have several different lives then. And I am very open to it, and I do believe in reincarnation. And I think I have to agree with Aaron that we do have different lives, and we have experienced bits on some of our investigations. I don't really know what to make of it, the different lives part though. I do believe in it, I just don't know what to make of it. I find it very confusing, very fascinating but confusing, and it's hard to know what to think, and it makes you question things like, can this really be real? Is it? No. And I don't know, I just don't know what to make of it, but I am a big believer, like Aaron, in reincarnation. I do believe that we can come back as something else or someone else, and that we do have different lives. I just don't know how to explain it. Martin saying he's lived several or more lives. Yeah, Martin, we've had the same come through with some of us at our investigations, and I don't know if you might do I can't get my bloody words up now. I'm not sure if you've heard of journeying. You might have. I've done journeying with my meditation and have experienced and lived one or two of my lives through journeying, and it's an amazing experience, mind-blowing, and I would recommend it to everyone, because obviously meditation is a good way to calm your body, to relax your mind. It's a good way to help you to open up and to see things better, and it's just amazing. I loved it. I don't know how to describe it other than it's an amazing experience, and you truly feel as though you were there in that moment, living that experience. I've learned a lot of this through doing a Reiki course, so that has helped me a lot, my Reiki. And again, that's something I would really recommend to everyone. Barbara saying she loves reincarnation. Martin saying spirits have shown him. Barbara's had different lives. Martin saying he was killed in 1969, 1970 in Northern Ireland. He was shot in the head. Wow. Now I bet that's some experience. Martin was always afraid of headshots since he knew it. Since he's known it don't bother him anymore. Yeah, I bet that's. I can't imagine how that must have felt experiencing something like that. Tell you what, I'll give you a little bit one of my lives or experience through journeying. Like I said, my spirit guide is a Native American, a big chief. Now, I learned through journeying in one of my lives that this chief was actually my father in one of my journeys in one of my past lives, and I was the chief's daughter, and me and Aaron were basically always meant to be then. We were like, I suppose what you'd call star-crossed lovers kind of thing. We've always connected and met up through different lives and through different journeys, and every journey I've experienced we've always met up, so obviously that's the universe telling us that we were meant to be. And he was promised to me during this journey of mine, during this life where we were native Indians. But the funny thing is, I was a native Indian and he was the opposite. I don't know what you call them. We were rivals then. I can't think of the word. Rival tribes, that's it. That's the word I'm thinking of. There was a big fallout or something. And obviously we were at war then, and we basically ran away together to be together, and we ended up getting killed because of it. So that was quite amazing, and it was like I was there in the Wild West, so to speak. It was amazing, with the sun on my face, riding a horse, the desert, the teepees or whatever they call it. I'm not sure the correct terms. Sorry guys, useless at the correct terms. But yeah, amazing experience, amazing journey. I've had several, and every journey is completely different, a unique experience. But yeah, Martin, I bet that being shot in the head, can't imagine. Must have been an amazing experience, but very scary at the same time then. Hang on, just reading Martin's comment here. May not be exact, but that's what I've been shown, and there is another dimension. Martin's saying may not be exact. That's what he's been shown. There is another dimension to it involving Barbara. It's too much to handle. It can be really overwhelming, yes. Like I said, I have experienced several journeys and lives, and some of them not very nice, some of them very magical, and it can get overwhelming, but amazing experiences though. Barbara saying she hid for days in a pig pen from people who wanted to kill her. The pigs nibbled bits of her. Sorry, Barbara. Can't help laughing. That sounds so funny. Oh, and Barbara saying she hates pigs. Oh, I'm assuming you were petrified there. Sorry, it sounds funny to me, but you were obviously scared if you hate pigs. Sorry, don't mean to laugh. Sorry, Aaron, you were saying? There we go, guys. There's an interesting one for you. Aaron's asking, have any of you experienced astral travel at all? Aaron has experienced it. I have experienced it, but it was a very strange and peculiar feeling for me. I didn't quite realise I had done it, if that makes sense. We were on a team investigation, a local one, where we live, and a spirit came forward, warning me not to leave my body during the night. And this kind of freaked me out, and I was a little bit confused because I didn't understand, because I'd never experienced anything like it before, and as far as I was aware, I couldn't do it. And the spirit kept coming forward, warning me, telling me not to do it, and then I found out that I had done it. Obviously, I didn't realise I'd done it, and I had this strange experience again where I went on a journey, and I had a warning come forward and was given a message telling me that some negative entity was trying to affect me and get to me when I was leaving my body, and that was why I was being warned not to leave my body. So it was quite scary, and I don't really like it, to be honest, because I'm not aware I'm doing it when I do it, so that's what scares me. Barbara saying is scared. Yeah, I'm sure it was really scary, Barbara. I mean, obviously, if it's a phobia or a fear of yours, same as people who don't like clowns now, Emma, Baz and Kai on our team don't like clowns, and they're absolutely petrified of them, especially Baz. He can't stand them, he can't stand dolls, anything like that. His face was a picture when he first saw haunted dolls. Barbara saying sometimes I think that's about the astral travel. Martin saying him and Barbara are together now, but he feels a strong connection from another period. Barbara frightened into the pigs because her facts are bloody bad. Hi, Barbara saying she's done astral travel a few times. It's weird. Yeah, I agree with you there, Barbara. Very strange. Like I said, what I don't like is the fact that I don't realise I'm doing it when I'm doing it, and I don't know until afterwards. And it's weird. It's very strange, and I don't know how to describe it. Now, obviously, when I'm there, I'm feeling things there, and sometimes I remember bits, but then other times I don't. But more often than not, I'll do it, and I don't realise till days later that I've done it. And it's very strange, and I really don't like that, because I don't like doing something that well, to me personally, feeling as though I'm putting myself in danger then, or making myself naive and leaving myself open to things, if that makes sense. Any more questions from you guys? Yeah, Emma saying she agrees astral travel is strange. Any more questions? Any, I don't know, anything you'd like to ask about the team at all, or any other debates and discussions you'd like to have? I'm more than happy to discuss anything with you. Very open to most things. Just check my list. Already covered astral travel, covered religion and heaven, hell. Done a bit about shadow figures on my last live. Anything in particular that you guys are keen to discuss? I'll give you a few things off the list that people haven't voted for, but you guys might want to talk about. Yeah, it's lovely to chat. But yeah, I'll give you a few things off my list. You guys might want to talk about it. I don't know. We've got greatest fears. What are people's greatest fears? Orbs. That's a big one. Sleep paralysis. Near-death experiences. And I've got paranormal films on TV. Anything out of those things that maybe stand out to you guys, or that you're passionate about, that you may want to discuss or debate? I know orbs is a big one. I know a lot of people don't believe in them. Me myself, I personally don't believe everything captured is an orb, and I'm sure any paranormal investigator will agree with me there. A lot of it is dust, and for those who are unsure may mistakenly believe it's an orb when it's not. We have captured some awesome orbs. Can't say we haven't, because we have. But the only way I can describe it is, if it's an orb, then usually it looks more solid. We've had some where you'll see the colour around them. We've had, obviously, they're usually circular. Some are strange shapes, but more often than not they're circular. And a lot of them have had colour. We've had ones with blue rings around them. We've had green ones, red ones, different colour ones. So that's one way of telling the difference. Also, and we've had a huge discussion over this the past couple of weeks due to the secret location we've been to, because the owner of the pub, the secret location we've been to, he's really into the paranormal. He's actually, well, he knows a lot about it actually. We went there and when we were just discussing things with him, we were surprised at some of the things he was mentioning, because he seems really up on all the terms, and his security guy there is even more into it and seems to know a lot about it. And we've discussed orbs and dust a lot, and they get a lot of orbs there. And we looked at his security footage, and his security camera, it only picks up footage if anything moves, because it's a motion sensor one. Now we could clearly see on the footage where there was a moth flying around and spiders hanging down, and you could clearly see orbs on it, and you could see the way they were moving. Some of them were swerving, some of them were shooting, some of them really fast, some of them really slow, and they'd go in different directions. Some would go across, then they'd go up, round. Now you can sometimes tell a difference in how they move, and like I said, orbs tend to be more solid. And you've got, if I'm correct, Emma calls them comet orbs, where they tend to got a little tail on them, whereas dust tends to drop, and dust doesn't tend to move in different directions unless someone has stood there and disturbed it, and then obviously it'll go up in the air and fall again. Just looking through the comments. Emma saying her fears are clowns, spiders and moths. Alison saying I don't shut up. Barbara, her fears are pigs. See, they still try to eat it now. Oh, thanks, Barbara. Martin can't wait to work. I can't wait to work with you as well, Martin. Really looking forward to meeting you guys. You both sound awesome, and you have really made me laugh. Fair play.
What does everyone think of?
Getting late. I don't know. I haven't noticed the time, Jonas. 9:10. Martin, it's not late. It's early. You're a lightweight.
What do you all think about transmediumship?
There we go. Another one from Aaron. What are your beliefs on transmediumship? Now, there's a lot of hype over there. A lot of people who disagree with it. A lot of people who don't believe in it. Of course, you do get a lot who do fake it, and we have come across people who do fake it, who aren't genuine, and it does give the paranormal a bad name, and it gives mediums a bad name, of course, and those who do experience things. We have ourselves seen people who have done it and have been genuine. So me, myself, personally, I do believe in it, but I also believe a lot do fake it. Barbara agreeing with me, Martin is a lightweight. But yeah, I am a believer of transmediumship. I do believe there are people who can do it. I have seen it and experienced it, but there are also those who do fake it and give it a bad name. So do any of you guys care to add to it? Maybe give your thoughts on transmediumship. Have you maybe experienced it, seen someone who's done it? Oh, there we go, Aaron. Barbara does trans, but she doesn't fake it. She doesn't do transmediumship, but she does do trans. Yeah, Aaron's done trans. Aaron loves trans. Of course, we don't like to do it on public events because obviously that for us is, I don't know if you agree, but for us personally, we believe it needs to be done in a more controlled environment then. So we try to only do that onto investigations, and obviously a lot of the time, and it is hard to do for those who know, and you'll know what I'm talking about. It's difficult. You can't just get into it. It doesn't work like that, and it can happen without you meaning to do it and without you having any control. And once it happens, you have no control. It's really difficult and a strange sensation. It happened to me once and I couldn't control it at all, and it was really strange. Didn't like it at all. It was weird and I didn't realise it was happening. I didn't even notice. The rest of them who were watching me noticed the change in my face, noticed that I was talking differently, reacting differently. And then when I was in it, and obviously I was deep in it, I was coming out with things. I didn't know what I was doing or saying, and when I come out of it, it took me a while to come out of it, to realise where I was and what I didn't have a clue what had happened. And apparently I banged my head several times on a solid table and didn't even know I had done it, and they were all concerned about me and worried that I had hurt myself, so they were all rushing around me trying to check that I was okay. Barbara gets transfiguration. Ever heard of that, Aaron? No, I haven't heard of that one, Barbara, so I don't know if you want to maybe elaborate a little for us to explain about it a bit. Oh, there we go. It's face changing. There we go. Yeah, we get that. I didn't realise there was a name for it, so there we go. We know the name for it now. Thanks for that, Barbara. Martin, who you calling lightweight. Yeah, Alison saying she loves that face changing. Yeah, it can be dangerous, hence why we don't do it on public events and keep it only for team only. Aaron has tried to do it where we've linked up kind of like a seance and tried to bring it on, and it has worked. We've done it in a controlled environment. What I tend to do, if Aaron's going to do it, I use my Reiki. I find it helps a lot to sort of control it and use my energy to control the connection. But as I just said, more often than not, it happens whether you want it to or not. It just happens. Martin, being cheeky with you there, Barbara, telling you to get on with your job. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Barbara, letting go, and obviously you need to be open to it, and you just need to really open yourself up. Yeah, there we go, Aaron. Barbara loves trance. Do we use the Ouija board? Yes, we do use the Ouija board, Martin. Have done so for a long time. I know a lot of people don't agree with it. Now, this was brought up on my last live. I don't know if you noticed that. But I'll tell you my beliefs on it. Me personally, I believe it's just another tool for communication. It's only dangerous in the wrong hands. So basically, if you're messing about with it, then that's just silly. You shouldn't mess with anything you know nothing about or don't understand. Always open and close it properly. Always take it straight to goodbye. Never just walk off and leave it. You can't have attachments. You can't have spirits following you. There's no denying that. But it's the same with paranormal events anyway. You don't have to use a Ouija board for spirits to attach you or follow you. But there is a lot of hype over it, and a lot of it is because of Hollywood scaring people and making people believe it's evil. But I genuinely believe that in the right hands and in the right environment, it can be used safely and correctly. But in the wrong hands, it can be dangerous. We have had a lot of great results on the Ouija board as well. Barbara saying Martin's a slave driver. Bit like Alison then, giving us orders all the time. And I'm the good girl because I'm always doing, I seriously do not stop. I'm constantly dealing with emails, doing the advertisements, running our Facebook page, Twitter, YouTube, getting our events up on the page, taking customer bookings, taking notes. I've got files and notebooks and lists as long as my arm. There we go. Barbara agrees with me about the Ouija board. Ma didn't say he keeps Barbara in her place. His beliefs are the same on the board. Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of it, and of course, we do use them on our public events as well as team events. But like we tell all our guests and anyone who comes on our events, we don't make anyone do anything they feel uncomfortable with. We have had people saying they don't want to take part in it. We've even had people saying that they don't want to be in the same room with it. Obviously, that's fine. At the end of the day, you can't force anyone to do anything. And if people are afraid, then that can't be helped. So, luckily, in a lot of our events, we do split up into different groups. So, if they don't want to be in the same room as the board, they can always go into the other group. Or if we're not in two different groups, obviously, we don't do it. If they don't feel comfortable, we just don't do it. We give guests what they want. If they want technology, we give them technology. If they want natural techniques, we give them natural techniques. If there's something they don't like, we don't do it. If there's something they really want, then we give it to them. at the end of the day, everyone has their own opinions and their own beliefs. You pair are funny. Can't wait to meet you. You've got a great sense of humour. Think you'll get on like a house on fire with us lot. We are what we tend to call the crazy bunch, and by the sounds of it, you'll fit right in. But yeah, that's our beliefs on the Ouija, and well, that's how we tend to use the board. Obviously, can't make anyone do anything, as I've already said. Anything else you want to add? Anything you want to ask them? Any topics we haven't already discussed? Any myths and legends? Any conspiracy theories?
The pyramid, I think they were built for the Egyptians.
Do you want to come on and... you obviously want to have your say, so come on and tell people. There we go, guys. Aaron wants to discuss the pyramids with you. He's got another conspiracy theory.
I strongly believe that Egyptians did not build the pyramids. I want to say a different sort of maybe alien race perhaps did it. And I don't know, maybe. Whatever, what do you think about that?
Just looking through the comments in there. Martin saying nice board, and he agrees with you. It's you agree with Aaron, do you, Martin, about the Egyptians not making the pyramids, that it was aliens who actually created them? I'm assuming that's what you're on about. Looking further up, also Martin say, and we won't have to deal with that until people. Yes, so what's your view? Yeah, there we go, Martin agrees with you. He thinks aliens created it as well. So there we go, guys. Aaron believes aliens created the pyramids. Martin agrees. Me, I think, yeah, I probably do agree as well. Like I said, I do believe in aliens and that side of things. Like I said on my last live, I'm not as open as Aaron about certain things. There are things he believes that I don't believe in, but aliens is one thing that we do share in. So what do the rest of you guys believe? Do you have any conspiracy theories of your own regarding aliens or anything else? Or do you agree that aliens did indeed create the pyramids? Or do you think it was actually the Egyptians? Let us know, guys. We love hearing from you. We love having different opinions. I'm not sure if she is still here, Martin. I haven't seen her pop up for a bit. You mentioned she'll be sacked. Then she said thank you, and then it's all you. Yeah, there we go. Barbara's back. He missed you really, Barbara. Can't win with you though, can you? He's telling you should be getting back to work, and then he's moaning at you for not being on your chatting with us. Typical man. So yeah, guys, what are your beliefs on the pyramids or any conspiracy theory? Alison, do you have anything to add? Any points of views you'd like to put across? Anything you'd like me to discuss that I haven't already discussed? Martin asking why. What are you asking why about, Martin? I'm lost now. Martin, you're awful bossy. You and Alison will go well together. There we go, Alison. We've found you someone you can work with. Someone who's just as bossy as you. Oh, thanks, Martin. Alison, are you still here? I haven't seen you pop up for a while. Yeah, he seems like a bully. Oh, there she is. Can't wait to work with you as well, Martin. You have had me in stitches tonight, fair play. It's always good to have someone who makes you laugh. Really puts you at ease, and that's what we're all about. We love having a bit of a giggle. Me getting bossy? I am not bossy.
You are bossy.
Alison saying she needs to step up. Emma calling me bossy boots now. Well, I have been lately, mind. We've got a group chat for the team members, and I've been saying, right guys, this is what's happening. Come on guys, step up. This is what we need to do. So I suppose I have been a bit bossy lately. And I took control of our last team meeting as well. Usually Alison does that. I think I'm taking over your role, Alison. Oh, that's really sweet, Martin. Aaron's the same with me. Yeah, he's a pain in my bum. He really is, and he annoys me all the time. And I send him packing up Alison's house all the time. Gotta send him packing to his mum now and again, and especially when he does my head in. But nah, he worships the ground I walk on, don't you?
Football.
He's been a pain again. Thanks, Barbara. Alison saying no to me taking over her role. No returns. Martin saying you can buy a good razor at Tesco. He's got a good razor here, he just doesn't like using it. He only uses it when he can be bothered. It does get to the point where it does annoy him, but it annoys me pretty much as soon as I notice it. But Aaron leaves it grow a bit before it annoys him. I'm always telling him, bloody get and shave. And Alison tells him the same. What were you going to say? Oh, I was going to say, tra then. Don't be rude. Come on. Right. Aaron's off now, guys, so he's going to say bye to you all, okay?
Good night, everyone. Have a nice night.
There we go. Not sure, it's about 9:30 now. Okay, oh, just quickly before you go, Martin said you may need a tidy up, but he loves the beard. Alright, there we go. Aaron's gone now, guys. But yeah, no, fair play. I've enjoyed myself tonight. I enjoyed myself last time. Like I said, I was nervous starting off last time, but I enjoyed myself and really got into it. Same as tonight. It's been a good laugh. I'm probably sounds as though I'm rambling on and muttering away now and again. Yeah, back up Alison's he's gone. Gone to annoy Alison for a bit now. But no, I've basically gone through my list, so if there's anything you guys want to chat about at all, let me know. Any questions from me? I knew it was something I forgot to mention at the start. I don't think I did mention it. Anyone who is watching, if you could quickly just share the video, that would be great. Obviously, the more interaction we get, the better. Martin, he's enjoyed it and still loving my accent. Oh, thanks, Martin. Well, when you meet me in person, you'll get to see if I sound as Welshy in person. Yeah, it is. It's lovely to just chat and say hello, and especially when you've got great people who you really connect with and have a giggle with. So that's been nice, and I've been bored lately, so this has been great. This has just chatting away with you guys. Oh, thanks, Barbara, for sharing. Oh, Martin. It's been great having you join us on here, Martin. You are a bit of a lightweight, but you have made me laugh tonight, so thanks for that, and thanks again for joining. Can't wait to work with you and meet you in person. And see, you're still making me laugh, but yeah, thanks for joining, Martin, and enjoy the rest of your night. Let's check our page out, see if there's anything I can mention. I don't know if there's any more I need to mention. Oh, yeah. Actually, I haven't mentioned this on my other live. Don't think I've mentioned it on here either. For those of you who haven't already joined, we do have a group as well called Ghost Hunts Worldwide. It is linked to our Ghost Seekers page. So if you are on our Ghost Seekers page, as I'm sure most of you are, pop along to the Ghost Hunts Worldwide group. Click to join, and we'll allow an advertisement of your events and anything paranormal on it, so do pop along and share anything paranormal on it. We've also got a psychic reader in a mediumship page that's also linked, where Aaron and Baz will be carrying out all their readings. So if anyone does wish to have a reading, pop along there, give it a like and a share, and get in touch with Aaron and Baz if you wish to have a reading. You guys are so funny. Let's see, anything else I need to mention? Anything you'd like me to add, Alison? Anything you want me to mention about the page, about the team, anything we've done? Any debates and discussions you think I should mention? Anything important I've forgotten about at all? I'm running out of things to discuss now, guys. I think I've discussed most things. You tell him, Barbara. Alison saying she's the best again. She always thinks she's the best. I don't know why, mind. She's always bossing us about, telling us what to do. And she's horrible to me. She bullies me all the time. She tells me off. She tells me off for things that I haven't even done. If something have gone wrong, she tells me off. She's funny though, fair play. Do you know what? It's actually great. She probably think I'm being soppy beer now, but most people don't get on with their in-laws, but I do. I think my in-laws are great. As you can tell, we get along great. I will tell you a funny story actually about when I first met Alison and the rest of Aaron's family. I was very shy and very nervous, and I hardly spoke even to Aaron. And when I moved in with him and his parents, before we got our own house, I practically lived in Aaron's bedroom. I wouldn't leave the room when Alison and the rest of them were there. And when they were out, then I used to sneak down to raid Alison's cupboards to help myself to snacks now, because I wouldn't eat in front of them. And then I used to hide the contents so they wouldn't know I'd gone to help myself. And Alison used to send Aaron's sisters up with cans of Coke and crisps and things for me to munch on, because she'd be worried that I wasn't eating. And of course, I wouldn't even eat in front of Aaron, so every Saturday is Chinese night, and I'd be playing with my food, and then when he left the room, I'd be there scoffing my face. But as you can see, I've gotten more confident now, and we get along great, like house on fire, and I do get quite cheeky with her. And no, the banter between us is great, and no, she's an awesome mother-in-law, fair play. Yeah, I can't wait to work with you guys as well, guys. Can't wait to meet you. You both seem lovely people. It really made me laugh, really down to earth, crazy, just like us, so you'll fit right in with us. Martin, we're supposed to be going off to bed and he's still here. Alison saying, everyone thinks I'm shy. No, I'm not shy anymore. Used to be, but not anymore. I've come out of my shell now. But yeah, it was quite comical when I met Alison and the rest of the family. Emma saying Barbara and Martin both sound barking and she's only seen snippets. Well, they've had me in stitches all night. Fair play. We love people like that. We love crazy. Crazy is good. Barbara saying not her. Come on, Barbara. Crazy's good. We like crazy. We're all crazy. Yeah, see, Alison saying you'll fit in well with us. We're also barking, see? Oh, from Emma. What's happening with your pages, guys? You're all popping on as ghost seekers. Is Facebook playing up? I think Martin's becoming a secret stalker of mine. He's now put his headphones in, and apparently I sound even better. Oh no, that's Baz. There we go, guys. See, I told you Baz would pop up as ghost seekers. So he doesn't have a clue how to change it so that he appears as himself speaking and not ghost seekers. But like I said, I did try to show him, but Baz is useless with technology, bless him. Have you caught up on the convo yet, Baz? We've had some giggles on you. We've been talking to Martin and Barbara from Wessex Paranormal Investigations, who we go into the Jamaica Inn with in October next year, and they've had us laughing all night. They sound just as crazy as we are. We've had a few debates on here as well. Aaron did pop on for 5 to talk, but he's buggered off back at Alison's house now. Anything you want to talk about, Baz? You've been quiet all night, so perhaps you'd like to come on and throw a few questions in for those who are watching, and for me maybe. Baz, it's not Baz, it's a bloody ghost. Martin saying he's not crazy. Oh well, you soon will be when you meet with us. Trust me, you cannot meet with us and not be crazy. We attract all the crazies. We make everyone crazy. Martin saying he's a wombat. Yeah, that'd be really nice actually, Barbara. We'd love that. Best one to talk to is Alison. Like I said, she's the events manager. Perhaps you guys can discuss things with Alison and arrange something. But yeah, I know the rest of the team would definitely be down for that. I know I would be really excited to meet you guys. There we go, Baz agreeing. Thinks it's a great idea. So, come on, Baz, you've been quiet. What have you been up to all night? Well, we've been chatting away, you're having a giggle. There you've been having a good drink while we've been on you being boring, haven't you? That'd be awesome, Martin. Send the dates over to Alison and I'm sure you guys and her can sort something out. Hold on. Emma's saying something's going on with Facebook. She has to keep going back and forth to see the new comments. Weird. Well, luckily, I've been sneaky tonight and I've pinched Aaron's phone to use for the live feed, seeing as the connection was so bad on my last live, so I haven't been in and out tonight. Aaron's not amused I pinched his phone off in mind. Never mind. Goes to show who wears the trousers and who's boss in this relationship. Just how it should be. Women rule. There we go, Barbara. Martin throwing another job at you to get on with. God, he is bossy, isn't he? And the rest of our team reckon me and Alison are bossy. God, I think we've met our match there, Alison. Sounds interesting, Barbara. Baz, where have you gone? You've disappeared. I asked him to share his nice with us, and he's bloody disappeared again. Typical man. Martin, saying he's not bossy. Yeah, we love places like that. Awesome when you come across places that others haven't investigated. As mentioned, our secret location, that's one that's never been investigated by other teams. I don't know if you remember from my last live, the guy contacted Alison and asked us to go along there after experiencing certain things there. He's actually the new owner there. He took it on. I can't remember how long he said he's been running it now. He's got a couple of other pubs as well, and he's got things that go on in those other pubs, and he has invited us along to them as well. But the one that we've been to recently seems to have more activity, and he's had lots going on there, and he didn't know what to make there, hence why he asked us along. And we love places like that where others haven't been. There's obviously a fresh set of eyes, and it's nice to be the first to go there. That explains why you're so bossy then, Martin. A bit like Aaron and Baz, they're cuddly bears. Well, I can't say so much about Aaron, because when you meet Aaron, you'll see what I mean, but Aaron's a shorty pants. He's small, but Baz is like a friendly giant, bless him. Oh, never, Martin, that's not very nice. You'd have a wallop off me if that was me. Still early though. Naughty. No, with me and Aaron, it's me ordering him about, usually barking orders at him. Tells me off all the time. He laughs at me. He winds me up all the time because he knows that I get annoyed and start barking more orders at him. God. See, the rest of them have disappeared now. Emma's gone, Alison's gone. Alison's probably disappeared because Aaron's up there annoying her now. But Baz popped on, and then he just disappeared. Obviously don't want to talk to me. Not tonight anyway. It's not many on here viewing tonight either. But then I suppose it is a Saturday. I bet everyone's out getting drunk, and we're the boring ones stuck in. That's That's not very nice, Martin. I'm assuming that's Alison. She thought it was Baz first, but I'm assuming it's Alison because saying yes he is saying Aaron's up there annoying her. Don't know where Baz have disappeared to though. No, I don't know if you've seen all the comments, Alison. Barbara and Martin mentioned perhaps it'd be nice for us to meet up with them before we do the Jamaica in with them next year. Martin said there's a few dates he can throw at you, so I said for him to get in touch with you and to try and arrange something. So there we go, something else for us to look forward to, Alison, and for us to sort out. But apart from that, I don't think there's any more for me to mention about Ghost Seekers. I think I've discussed everything we need to discuss, unless Alison wants me to add anything. Like I said at the start, she gave me orders to mention all our upcoming events, and I was mentioning it because I was discussing the live earlier today and mentioning about giving you guys a shout out, obviously because we're doing the Jamaica in with you, and you barking orders and me saying don't forget Corinne and Colin, they'll be there with us as well, and tell me add this, say this. That'd be awesome, Martin. See, another typical man. Football comes first. I always get that off Aaron all the time. Keep saying to him, I'm supposed to be his #1 priority, and he keeps telling me, no, football's on. You need to shut up, woman. That's what I get. Yeah, it's been awesome chatting to you guys. I've just blabbered on all night, so clearly you've put me at ease, so... But I obviously sound a bit silly now because I don't know what to talk about now because I've been talking for a while and I've said everything that needs saying, and I don't know. But I don't know, any more questions from you guys at all? Right. There we go, Alison. Corinne and Colin are at Shepton Mallet tonight. Yeah, I hadn't noticed pop up, so obviously that's why. Same as I haven't seen Kelly, but if I'm right, Kelly and the rest of the Spirit team are on an investigation tonight as well. I think that's what she mentioned in the live feed last night. Well, I'm bored. I got nothing to do, and I'm here on my own, so I'm just blabbering on. Thanks, Martin, and you. Yeah. Any questions you want to throw at me, guys, at all? I know there's not many of us. If not, then perhaps I will call it a night and I'll go watch my programs instead of boring you all with me blabbering on. I know I've talked for a while. I'll be home now. Yeah, there we go. Barbara just confirmed Kelly and the rest of Spirit team are on an investigation tonight. But yeah, tonight's been fun. And I've been even braver tonight. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I've got no makeup on. I never show people a no makeup face. I hate it. I look awful. Don't look at my eyebrows. They look terrible. See, can tell I'm bored. Can see I'm running out of things to say because now I'm just blabbering about random things. So, but like Aaron just said, Alison just said, Aaron will be home to annoy me again now. Probably be coming back with David, and hence why I've done it this live feed tonight as well. Tried to do it without David being here so that he couldn't jump on like last time. Oh, Shane's still watching. He's delivering, bless him, but watching it at me at the same time. Oh, bless him. I'm rambling on and everyone's telling me they love it. I don't know why, because I'm just rambling on. Look at Martin, the charmer. I know that I don't mind. And I got plenty of time to catch up on my TV programmes, but as you can see, these men want me to keep talking. I don't know why, because I'm just rambling on. Seriously, guys, I've got nothing to talk about. I'm running out of ideas now. You guys need to give me things to talk about. If you want me to keep talking, you need to give me things to talk about, guys. Because I'm out of ideas now. If there's anything you'd like to ask me that hasn't been asked, I can't help it. You guys keep wanting me to talk, so I'm rambling. And Shane's telling me to carry on as well. So, is there anything you'd like to ask me, Shane? I know you said you're busy delivering, but if you get a chance to ask me a question at all, then go ahead. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have, anything that may not have already been asked, or if there's anything you've noticed in the comments at all, or anything that I have discussed and you haven't commented on and you'd like to give your opinion, go ahead. We've had Martin's and Barbara's opinions tonight, and Alison's. Might have had the odd one or two others. So I don't know, I can't remember that far back now. I'd have to go all the way back, and that's a long way to go back. But by the looks of it, no one's asking me any questions. He probably is. It's a man thing, obviously. But no, if you guys ain't going to ask me any questions, so I am going to call you. And I have been on here a while, and I don't want to keep everyone and keep rambling because I sound silly. So, last chance now, guys. I'm going to count down to 10. Once I reach 0, I'm going. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Martin hasn't even started with his opinions. Well, I'll no doubt be doing more lives, Martin, so come on, chat to me another night, give me your opinions, and of course when we meet up in person you'll be able to give me your opinions in person. Perhaps we can have a good debate, and the whole team will be there, so perhaps we can all have a good debate in person. That'd be awesome. Where was I at? Right, counting down. I reached 6 to 9. So 5, 4, 3. Emma saying boo. There we go. That'd be awesome, Martin. I'm just gonna say bye now, guys, because I have been on here a while, and I've discussed everything that needed discussing. We've had a good debate, lots of giggles tonight. You guys have been awesome. So I'm gonna leave you there, leave you with lots of love, and say good night. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll speak to you again another night. Bye, guys.